basically, the Federal Reserve is a private bank which loans to the government. In jail, and we'll take away your freedom if you don't do what we say. But that's what happens. That's how. Let's look at Rome. Rome was a republic and turned into an empire. You know, societies progress. They get corrupted. Empires rise and fall. It's just this is history repeating itself.
But we're going to do something on September 22nd.
Yeah, you got to let the public know what's going on and use any means you can. If it's a protest, if it's doing what we're doing here. If
It's just a march. It's just a rally.
Yeah.
You know, just march to the Fed and hopefully raise some people's
The way
awareness.
we get rich right now is to gamble. Speculate in the stock market, speculate in the real estate market, sell something, hustle something. You know, learn to work the inner workings of the system, not by producing. There's a Federal Reserve, there's a government. The government spends money, so it has to borrow from the Federal Reserve. So it has to have collateral for the debt. Like you making a down payment for a car or a home, you put like 10% down. They give you times 10 the money value. But they write on a computer, and then they stick you the bill, and you pay over time. All the money eventually ends up in the bank. You can get it. So that fake money is now turned to real money plus interest and principal. So you got the Fed and you got the government. Okay. Taxation's collateral. Here's some money. Now they take that money times 10, print money, loan it to the government on interest, and it's a cycle that. So the government's basically forced to spend money as an excuse to create money. It's everything they spend, they got to borrow. That asset goes to the Federal Reserve times 10, they can print more money. Times 10, they can print more money. So that's the reason why our national debt's skyrocketing. Because you have to have something to spend. So that money eventually ends up to the Fed, so they can use that asset to build more paper money.
Okay.
Taxation's a collateral. You have to have real money as part of it. So it's like a cycle. It's taxation, borrowing, money creation, loaning, and it's a cycle that goes on and on and on. That's why we have it. That's why we have debt.
And that's why we're going to end the Fed.
Well, yeah, because it's a system that's basically, it creates inflation, it limits your buying power of the consumer, and what happens eventually is all the wealth ends up on the top, and the middle class people at the bottom get left with nothing. And all you gotta do is look at economic trends in the last 80, 90 years. The value of dollar's buying power, employment, manufacturing, all that. And again, you just got to go into your homework. We're not economists. We just know that it's messed up. But you have to understand how the system works just to say why. And my whole thing about bringing up earlier was societal effects. You know, when you have scarcity, because this is what this is. It's a form of artificial scarcity. It's a form of what's the word I'm looking for? Incremental artificial scarcity. Imagine you wake up. Let's say today you have $1,000. Say you have $100,000 in your bank account,
Cool.
and you have a budget based on $100,000.
Okay.
Then tomorrow it drops down to $10,000.
Scared.
Yeah. Artificial scarcity. And that's what inflation is that, you know, your dollar has less and less buying power, less value. But the money you're bringing in isn't getting any higher, so you have less things you can buy.
And the prices are going up too, right?
Exactly. So you're creating scarcity. You're poor.
So that causes the prices to go up?
Well, no. What causes the price to go up is the printing of money and the lack of value behind the money being printed. Meaning that if you could print money and keep the value consistent, but by using some kind of asset or bond or investment to back it up, then that's one thing. But you can't. That's the thing people understand. You go watch the news; they'll talk about how they're expanding the economy by printing money. But what they don't explain to you, they don't have anything backing that money up to keep the value consistent. So yeah, you're creating more money. You know, that's the reason why gas is $4 a gallon, something like $1 a gallon. But your income, what you bring in, is less. So the only way to actually have a livelihood is to borrow, is to create debt. There's easy credit because they eventually get that money back anyway.